Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in this video we are going to talk about Java AWT text field component. So let's start. So the text field component basically allows us to edit a single line of text. So it allows us to enter and edit or manipulate or change single line of text. So whenever user try to types a key within a text field, so the event is sent to the text field, and key event may be key press, key release or key type. So these are different types of events that are related to text field. Okay, so the key event is then passed to the registered key listener. We can also use action listener with text field. Okay, now let's try to see certain constructors which are used for creating the text field. So first constructor we have default constructor. So it just create a new text field as in GUI component. It doesn't require any parameter over here, that's why it is default constructor. Second constructor we have text field, and it requires a single parameter, that is the text we want to display within the text field whenever it will get created. So that text you can pass over here. Okay, then third constructor we have text field, and it requires number of columns as an parameter over here. So it will construct a new text field which will be empty, means no string will be displayed, with specific number of column, whatever you will specify here. Next to this constructor is allowing us to specify the text that is to be displayed, as well as it allows us to control the number of columns, that is width. So both of these things you can specify while creating text field with this fourth constructor. So these are the four constructors for text field. So as per your requirement you can select specific constructor and you can create text field. Now once text field is created, as it is active component, so different methods you can use in order to work with text field. So let's try to see that methods. So first method we have set columns. So it allows us to set the number of columns you want for your text field. Okay, it requires the number of columns as an parameter. Then second method we have set echo-char. So this echo-char method is basically used for creating the password field. So whatever character you will specify here, that character will get displayed within text field. Okay, so password fields can be created with help of set echo-char method. Only one character it requires as a parameter over here. Okay, next to this we have set text method. So it set the text presented by the text component to the specific text. Okay, so this set text method will be used for displaying and setting text to our text field. Then next method is used for checking whether we are using echo-char with our text field or not. If we are using echo-char with our text field, then it will return true, otherwise false. Okay, then next you have add action listener. So to add action listener to our text field, we can use this add action listener method. It requires the object of action listener. Okay, then next method we have get columns. So to retrieve or fetch number of columns associated with text field, you can use this get columns method. And at last, if you want to know what characters we are using as a echo-char, then we can use this get echo-char method. So you can see return type is character, so it will return whatever echo-char we are using. Okay, so these are certain important methods related to text field and constructors related to text field. Now I will try to show you certain basic example with these constructors and methods, how to use text field in Java programming language. So first of all, I will save this file at bin directory of C drive. So let's say textfield.java. This is my file name. Let's say tf demo, textfield demo. Okay, now I will first of all import package java.awt.star. Another package I will import java.awt.event. Okay, these two packages we are importing here. Now this first package will be available with all classes of AWT, okay, which are used for creating GUI components. And this second package is basically consisting all event handling related classes. Okay, then next we will try to create one class now. So class and name of our class will be tf demo, that is text field demo, and we will try to extend the frame class. Okay, and now here first of all we will create the main method. So here I will write main. Okay, and here we will create the object of tf demo. So let's say obj is equal to new tf demo. Now friends, here we have created object of tf demo class. Okay, and now next to this, what I will do, I will try to create the constructor of tf demo class. So I will write tf demo, and within this now first of all we will try to write code for controlling the appearance of our frame. So I will write here control frame. So let's say first of all we will try to make it visible by using set visible method, and its value will be true. Next, set size, let's say 500 by 500. Then next to that I will use set title. So this will be for setting the title of our frame. So I will write here text field demo, and we will set layout of our frame as new flow layout like this. Okay, now after doing all these things, next I will try to add code for closing our frame. Okay, so for that I am going to use add window listener method over here. So I will write add window listener, and it requires the window adapter class. So I will write window adapter, and over here we will try to implement the window closing method. So I will write public void window closing, and it requires the object of window event class. Okay, let's say we, and now within this method what we will do, we will write statement system dot exit and 0. So this will close our frame. Okay, now next to this, okay, regarding these statements, here we are using add window listener for adding window listener to this current frame, and here we are using the window adapter class. Okay, why we are using window adapter class? Because window listener contains n number of methods related to window event handling, and we don't want to implement all that methods. Okay, as it is interface, you know that if you are implementing interface, then you need to specify all methods within your class, whatever available within interface, but we don't want to do that. That's why the window listener interface is already implemented by this window adapter class. Okay, so from this class we are trying to implement only the method that we want. So here I need only one method, window closing. So whenever user will click on close button, so window will be about to close and this method will get invoked. And here I am passing system.exit 0. So this 0 means what? Program has terminated normally. Okay, so this is how we have added code for closing window. Now we will try to create text field over here. Okay, so how I will create text field now? So text field, okay, let's say object name is T1 is equal to new text field, like this. Okay, now this will be with the default constructor. Okay, this text field we have created with default constructor. We will add this text field to our frame. Okay, now next text field I will create, text field number 2. So this will be with the next parameterized constructor. Okay, so text field T2 is equal to new text field, and here we can specify the number of column, how many column you want, let's say 15. Okay, so here we are specifying columns, how many columns we want. Okay, then we will add this text field T2. Then next constructor we have third number constructor, where we can pass the text that is to be displayed. Okay, so again I will use text field T3 is equal to new text field, and here I can pass now the text that I want to display whenever this text field will be created. So let's say demo text. Okay, and we will add this now T3. And last constructor we have, in which we can specify the text that is to be displayed as well as number of column, means combination of this, both of this. Okay, so here I will write text field T4 is equal to new text field, and first of all I will write what text I want to display. So let's say demo text 1, and how many columns I want? I want, let's say 30 columns, that is what the width, and we will add this now T4, like this. Okay, so this is using first constructor, default constructor. This is using second constructor, where we can pass number of columns, that is what the width. Third one, default text, that is to be displayed whenever text field will be created. And last one, text plus columns. Okay, you can see this is text that we want to display, and this is number of column. Okay, so like this we have used 4 constructors. Okay, first constructor, second, third and fourth. Okay, all these 4 constructors. Now I will save this and we will try to execute this. Now here I will try to get the path of bin directory first of all. Okay, and I will write cd javac tfdemo.java. Okay, it got successfully compiled. Now I will write java tfdemo, and now you can see this is the first text field, okay, that we have created with this constructor. Then next to that you can see we have second field over here, which is created with second constructor. Size is 15. Okay, this is the text field having 15 columns. Okay, you can see here. Okay, we have 15 columns. Then next to this we have text field with certain default text available. You can see demo text, whatever we have passed over here. Okay, and at last this is the text field which contains demo text1 as a default text, plus we have specified the number of column 30. You can see here, okay, this text field is having 30 number of columns. So this is how we have created these 4 different text fields. Okay, now as per your requirement you can control the appearance of this text field control GUI component. Okay, now next we will try to take one simple program, okay, where we will try to read certain text from text field and we will set its value within another text field on click event for button. So whenever user will click on button, we will try to set the text to the another text field. Okay, now we will try to take one sample example how we will use text field over here. Okay, so let's try to make that sample example. Okay, so what we will try to do, I will remove this now, or in better way I will comment this. Okay, I will comment this. Okay, then I will comment this as well. Okay, and I will duplicate this like this. Okay, so let's say it will be T5, this will be T6. Okay, so this will be T5, this will be T6, and next I will take one label over here. Let's say label L1 is equal to new label, your name, I will write enter your name. Okay, and then we will add this label, let's say L1. Okay, after this in between we will create one button, so button B1, new button. Okay, and I will say show name. Okay, and we will add this button B1. Okay, now whenever user will click on show name, his name will be shown within this text field. So for this we will try to add the action listener with this button 1. So here I will try to add code, okay, for event handling. So I will write b1 dot add action listener, and here we will take the action listener class like this, and we will try to implement action perform method over here. So I will write public void action perform, and it requires the object of action event class, let's say AE, and here whenever user will click on our button, we will try to fetch the name from this text field and we will display it in this text field. Okay, so here I will write t6 dot set text. So this method is used for setting text to specific text field. So we want to set our text to text field 6, and from where we want to get our text, so we want to get our text from T5. So I will write here T5 dot get text. So in simple word, we will copy the text of T5 and we will display it in T6. Okay, whenever user will click on button B1. Now let's try to check whether it will work or not. You can see here program got successfully compiled. So we will write tf demo. Okay, this is the interface. Now here I will enter my name. Okay, and if I click on show name, you can see we are getting the name within this next text field. Okay, like this we will be able to handle the text field related event. Okay, so we can get their values, we can set their value. One more thing I will try to show you how I can create the password field over here. Okay, so what I will do for that, okay, after this first name here I will add one label called password. So for that I will copy this. Okay, here I will write password, okay, and I will change now it to YL2 and enter your password. Okay, this will be YL2. And now here what I want to do, I want to display, let's say, asterisk sign. Whenever user will type password, what we want to display? Asterisk sign like this. Okay, so for this what we will do, we will set the echo char. Okay, let's see this method. See here, this is the method set echo char, and it requires character as a parameter. So I will say this will be my T7. Okay, and here I will write T7 dot set echo char. And what char I want asterisk sign. Okay, now whenever we will try to type something, it will show this asterisk sign. Okay, now let's try to compile it again. We will arrange it properly. Okay, as we are using flow layout. So first of all it will ask my name, then it will ask for password. Now you can see if I type something, it is showing the asterisk signs over here like this. Okay, this is password field. Okay, so how we have created it with help of set echo char method. And now if I click on this show name, it will show us this first name. Okay, like this we can create password field. Okay, so this is all about the text field component from AWT package. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.